Hey! Oh gosh, I'm sorry. Was that too harsh? Should I have let you handle it yourself? Ugh, I just can't stand bullies. You look awfully pale. Have you eaten anything today? I brought some granola bars. Do you want one? Did I embarrass you? I embarrassed you, didn't I? At least I resisted the urge to kiss your boo-boos. When my kids were in school, you wouldn't believe the big, scary mama bear I turned into if I got wind of any bullying. Well, I didn't literally turn into a bear. That would be absurd. Oh no, I'm a little self-conscious about my tiger stripes, my lightning strikes, my stretch marks. Don't touch them. Aw, this is cute. Did you make it all by yourself? I'm putting it right on the fridge. I knew roller skating was going to be a bad idea. Coffee dates may be sort of boring, but that's because they're safe. And at least no one laughs at you. At least they don't usually laugh at you. There was that one time I tried out a trendy new spot and ordered a medium coffee instead of a grande macchiato. And yeah, the barista laughed at me. So did everyone else in line. So what's hip? What's happening? What slays? Did I use that right? Would you mind if we went out for dinner? After that bake sale, I need a night off from dishes. But don't worry, I promise I know lots of ways of taking care of you other than cooking. I'm really glad you're not embarrassed to be seen with me. My kids used to make me park a block away whenever I'd pick them up from high school. My self-esteem was crushed. How about we go do a round or two of mini golf? That's still a popular place to hang out, right? Well, even if it's not popular, it's still fun. I was so happy when I woke up this morning and realized meeting you in person wasn't all a dream. You're real and you're here, and I can't wait to see what happens next. Hey, keep your hands to yourself, Buster. Why? Because I said so. Aw, this is cute. Did you make it all by yourself? I'm putting it right on the fridge. I have no idea what sorts of things people do on dates these days. Escaping rooms? Been there, done that. It's called trying to leave the house on time for anything when you have kids. Glad I'm past that stage. That said, I'm pretty much game for anything. Sandwiches, juice boxes, fresh-baked cookies. You name it, I can pack it for our lunch. Just call me Cooking Mama. Do you need anything? Wet wipe? Hard candy? One of the perks of being a mom is having a magical bottomless purse. Or is that a perk of being a magical TV character? Either way, magic! Would you mind if we went? My kid bought me one of those robot vacuums, but I'm not terribly impressed with it. It keeps bonking into my kitchen chairs and getting stuck on cliffs. What cliffs? I live in a bungalow. Call me old-fashioned, but I think I'd rather just sweep. The reason computers and technology are getting so smart is probably because they all have the good sense to listen to their motherboard. Wanna hear a joke? Why did the cookie go to the doctor? because it was feeling crummy. That never stops being funny. I got it out of a joke book I bought from the school book fair as a kid. Remember those? It came with a novelty pencil. It's supposed to be really nice this weekend. I'm going to do some work in the garden and make juice crystals in my branded smiley face pitcher. Do you want to join me? Oh yeah! Not that I'd turn my nose up at another gift of night cream or, let's call it distinguished perfume, but this is way better. Wouldn't you be more interested in me if I was a tough lady lawyer or a sexy city journalist or an FBI alien investigator? Isn't my being a mom and an empty nester a little meh? Daytime TV, community volunteering, garage sales. Don't get me wrong, I keep busy, but it feels like there's something missing. Maybe you can help me find out what it is. Part of me worries I'm the ill-advised vanity sequel to the very popular Young Honey. Although, I guess so long as I don't get written off my own show, I'll be doing better than some. Did you know you can find tons of recipes on the World Wide Web? And you get to read all about the life of the person who wrote them, too! You'd never find that level of storytelling in a cookbook. My kids' friends used to call me Stacy's mom. I've had some weird nicknames over the years, but this one stumped me. My daughter's name isn't Stacy. You're honestly going to have to try a little harder than that. After raising my two little rascals, I'm a seasoned tickle fighter. Do your worst. Not that I'd turn my nose up at another gift of night cream or, let's call it distinguished perfume, but this is way better. My daughter made me a blog a while back so I could write about my more exciting younger years. I should dust it off. Maybe if we reread my old posts, we can find some ideas for things to do. I'm not sure there's enough aspirin in the world to handle the back pain I'd be in after jumping a singing shark nowadays, so we can scratch that one off the list immediately. Aw, you came back! There's just no loyalty like the fan, or in your case, Fling, who tunes in every week. Ooh! The bowling alley just converted their lanes to glow-in-the-dark 5-pin. Let's dress in all neon and go! It'll be totally radical. Are you chilly? I packed you a sweater just in case. Sorry if that seems a little helicopter-y. I guess my nurturing instincts come out when I care about someone. It's so refreshing to be spending time with someone who isn't using lame-wad, bee-themed pickup lines on me. You'd better believe I've heard them all. My kids thought they would need to teach me how to text. Little did they know that thanks to my wacky adventures with you, their mom had a phone with a QWERTY keyboard before it was cool. Reading through my old blog is giving me the itch to start writing again. How does this sound for a comeback post? Catching up. Confessions of a not-so-teenage time traveler. I gotta say, I've gotten so used to putting others before myself. It feels really nice to have someone else spoiling me for a change. Keep it up! I had a lovely time. The full moon was beautiful. By the way, did I ever tell you about the time my wacky neighbor Timmy became a werewolf? Let's have a nightcap and I'll give you a recap. I used to worry that new honey could never measure up to Honey Classic, but look at me now. I guess you could say spending time with you is really refreshing. Seriously, though, I think I'm ready to stop pining for the past and look forward to my fun new future with you.
You've been showing up around here a lot more lately. Did you get upgraded to Series Regular?
Ooh, I hope so. Oh my gosh, I discovered my washing machine has a setting where it sings a little song when it's all done. It's so cute. I love it. You know, I gave the online dating thing a try, but I never quite got the hang of all the acronyms. ASL, WYD, and what the heck is an MILF? Having to set an example for your kids sure gets in the way of having zany adventures. But now that I'm through that season of my life, watch out. I'm trying to decide what to make for the neighborhood potluck. Any recommendations? I usually bring potato chip casserole or Asian chicken salad, but you should tell me what your favorite food is. Guess what? A teeny bopper just complimented my mom jeans. She said they made my butt look fire and even asked me where I got them. The back of my closet, no doy. Okay, you got me. Uncle. Or is it aunt? Either way, I give up. I gotta say, I've gotten so used to putting others before myself. It feels really nice to have someone else spoiling me for a change. Keep it up. It sure was romantic to sit at a beach feeding each other sundaes. It made me feel like we were sweethearts in my favorite sitcom. You know how I was going through my old blog for date ideas? Well, the more I read, the more inspired I got, and long story short, I wrote a screenplay. Do you want to read it? You do? Really? Booyah! I'm excited, but also terrified to hear what you have to say. I should warn you, though, the plot revolves around a girl who gets a magic phone from a genie.
Am I fast if I ask you to stay the night? It's just that it's already 8 p.m. and I'm usually halfway through my bedtime lotion routine by now. If you come, though, you can help me with my back. And I'll make us waffles for breakfast as a thank you. Oh, I wanted to bake some cookies this afternoon, but I don't have all the ingredients. Do you have any raisins? How about a date? Get it? A date? Well, how about it? Do you like my mood ring? It's pink right now, which means I'm feeling romantic. I can't believe I still remember that after all these years. Don't worry if you can't sew. I taught myself when I was younger. If you've popped a button, yo, I'll sew it. Want to play that pencil and paper fortune-telling game with me? Just never mind the part where I cheated and wrote your name over and over for the section that predicts who I'm going to marry. All the ads on my phone have started to have a definite theme. Marshmallow fluff, s'mores kits, hot chocolate. I've heard about the algorithm thingy, but I don't get it. How does it know? Oh, sorry. I was up late writing last night. I had had such a bout of inspiration, which carried onto my dreams, and let's just say it wasn't PG-13. Would you believe I was just thinking about getting one of these? You're as good at reading minds as those pesky pop-up ads on my computer. Thank you! I never really got the chance to travel before. Always thought there'd be time until there wasn't. Thank you for being with me now, for not taking our time for granted. I have a crazy idea. Do you remember my treehouse? I thought it would be fun if we got together this weekend and built ourselves a new one. What do you say? Being able to look out the window over my sink into my backyard at something we built together, I don't know, it just feels so nostalgic and romantic, like a dreamy flashback in soft focus. My stomach is full of butterflies. You make me more nervous than the Y2K bug ever did, but in a good way. I'm crushing on you so hard. If we went to the movie store, I'd let you pick the rental and the snacks. What's the first thing you do if we magically switched bodies? I know what I'd do, but it's too hot for TV, so I can't really say. You make me feel like a teenager again. Come on, let's do something spontaneous and irresponsible. Let's give each other temporary tattoos. Ah! How are you still finding new ticklish spots? Would you believe I was just thinking about getting one of these? You're as good at reading minds as those pesky pop-up ads on my computer. Thank you. Oh, shoot. I ran out of tissues. Now we'll have to settle for the emergency takeout napkin stash I keep in the bottom of my purse. Oh, I'm sorry. I just get so emotional at heartwarming movies. I have big news. So big. Bigger than when the Hubble telescope was launched or when they cloned Molly the sheep. Do you know a producer named Alfie Alfalfa? I sent him my script. And he loved it! He wants to produce a pilot! It's because of you and your faith in me that any of this was even possible. Look who it is! Come give your girlfriend a kiss. Did that sound kind of forced? I just wanted an excuse to call myself your girlfriend. It feels so nice to say it. I'm your girlfriend! I'm still amazed by all your hobbies, which is saying a lot because I did AV club, karate, interpretive dance, junior chainsaw carving, swim lessons, competitive beatboxing. Everyone keeps telling me I need glasses to read tiny restaurant menus, maybe, but I sure don't need them to see the bright future I have with you. Oh my, oh wow, you really do know how to make a woman feel special. So, my kids surprised me by coming home from college for the weekend. They want to have a barbecue to celebrate my show getting picked up by the network. Will you come? Having everyone I love at home all at the same time sounds like the perfect happy ending to me. If you want to be my lover, you gotta keep doing things exactly as you've been doing them already because you're doing great. I'm all set for my holiday special. Now we can learn that love is the real reason for the season. My annoying neighbor runs a tech startup nowadays. Times sure have changed. I bet he doesn't even need his suave, sexy alter ego to get girls. Nerds are hot now, even if they do snort when they laugh. I don't know if you can consider me a snack anymore. I'm more like a meal, the kind that comes with toys. Ah! How are you still finding new ticklish spots? I can't tell you how much I love these roller skates. They're just like the ones I had when I was young. My annoying neighbor runs a tech startup nowadays. So hey, what do you say you and me do something you can only see on late-night cable? Want to sneak into the live studio audience for my show? Since it's based on my life, it kind of brings a whole new meaning to laughing at yourself. If you're looking for an excuse to touch me, lover, I could use a foot rub. Ooh, I feel like I want to run in slow motion down the beach and get into steamy relationships with my sexy coworkers. Totally unrelated, but want to get a summer job with me? We can practice mouth to mouth on each other. Being with you gives me a whole new lease on life. Like I'm starring in a series reboot. A good one, not a dark and edgy one where all the teenagers are played by 20-somethings with 8-packs. Alfie thought the show being autobiographical might leave it a little limited in scope. But I've got seasons of material to draw from. We haven't even touched the time I was a secret pop star. My neck, my back. That's where I like a tickle attack. Were you expecting me to rap something else? I'd have to wash my own mouth out with soap. The last time I wore a wedding dress, I thought it would be the only time that I could never be more in love with someone. Yet, here I am, and here you are. Alfie thought the show... I went through this weird phase back when I was married with children. I wore 6-inch stilettos around the house and had a tall, teased bouffant hairstyle. It's a wonder I didn't have to duck under door frames. I don't know if you... I can't stop looking at those nostalgia sites that post about snack foods they don't sell anymore. An empty nest I can handle, but an empty cupboard is too much to bear. Oh, Orbits, how I miss you. You make me feel the same way I felt about that warrior princess I used to watch on the boob tube. The boob tube. Get it? Oh, you don't? Well, boob tube is what we used to call TV, which is what we watched before YouTube was invented. If you're looking for an excuse to touch me, lover, I could use a foot rub. Wow, this makes me feel really sensual and desirable. Is this how you always see me? You're the most wonderful person. Life is short. I only want to spend my precious time with people who get a round of applause when they enter a room. Like you. I know someone with a hot air balloon we might be able to borrow. I'm sure it'll be an exciting and romantic experience, but I'll pack an extra long rope ladder, just in case. I still subscribe to teen magazines. Not for the heartthrobs, for the horoscopes. The newspaper only ever predicts the future of my finances. I'd rather read about my love life. My neck, my back. That's where I like a tickle attack. Were you expecting me to rap something else? I'd have to wash my own mouth out with soap. Did I tell you about the day my hometown woke up with a song in our hearts? Oh, sure, it sounds nice. But then you find yourself belting, "Morning, what's for breakfast?" at the top of your lungs. Want to sneak into the live studio audience for my show? Since it's based on my life, it kind of brings a whole new meaning to laughing at yourself. I'm just relieved my kids aren't teens anymore. One more very special episode, and I swear my hair was going to go gray. every time I see you, I get hot flashes. Is this Minnow? Nope. I may be getting up there, but I'm still not old enough for a line like that. You do make me hot, though. Did you hear about those games people are playing on their phones where the object is to date virtual girls? Talk about a ripoff of my favorite movie, Strange Science. They're still trying to find an actor to play you on my TV show. The casting director's doing her best, but nobody she's had audition for the part is cute or hot enough. Are you a virtual pet? Because I want to stare at you all day and push your buttons. I want to call into the radio request line and dedicate a song to you. Do people still do that? Shoot, I have so many mushy songs. I could make you a mixtape or burn you a CD. Do they still do those? I'll be back after this short word from our sponsors. Okay, quick, before everyone comes back. Hold me, kiss me, touch me. There's so much more to me than a one-note mom character who never enters the scene without her laundry basket. Thank you for seeing that and for helping me be everything I was truly meant to be. You know what? I think it's time. I'm trading in my trusty old minivan for the cute yellow convertible of my dreams so we can drive around with the top down. Just the two of us. Oh my gosh. The bouncer at the club said I was born in the late 1900s. Before I go and cry about it, can you smack my butt or wolf whistle at me or something to remind me I'm still extremely sexy? I always wish that I'd have asked you for a picture so I could hang it up on my wall with my boy band and neon dolphin posters and kiss it goodnight. Now, I have the real thing and no regrets. Honey, I'm home. I'm home, honey. I'm honey, and I'm home, honey. Huh. I can't seem to phrase that in a way that sounds right. Shh, listen. If you pay close attention, when you kiss me, you can almost hear the chorus of people yelling, "Aww." Now, let's try for an ooh. Remind me again, which of these colored jelly bracelets means I want a tongue kiss in the backseat of my minivan? I thought I might bump into you today, so I passed over the Function First beige bra and wore a lacy little something instead. It's pretty. As in pretty uncomfortable, but worth it for you. What's the haps, home slice?
Thank you for appreciating my slang. Honey is so pretty for her age. I just wonder how her son feels about her habit of flirting with all his friends.
Someone keeps sending me videos of old sitcoms with the audience laughs edited out. It feels so ominous and unsettling. Are they trying to tell me something? Someone spray painted the word cougar onto my garage door. I appreciate the warning about dangerous wildlife in my neighborhood, but this is going to take ages to scrub off. Someone called the homeowners association to say my fence was too tall. It's not, but while they were here measuring, they saw a dandelion in my yard, and now they have to do a full investigation. Someone bought all the cupcakes I made for the bake sale just to smash and smear them all over my windows. At least the charity still got the money for them, but I hate people who waste food. Don't they know there are people starving in Canada? There's been a scary-looking girl lurking around. Is she supposed to be a nosy neighbor character? Because she has more of a stalker vibe.
Honey's an empty nester now, right? I hope someone checks in on her every once in a while. Living alone can be dangerous for older people.
My power shorted out right in the middle of a writing session. Thank goodness my son showed me how to autosave. Now to figure out how the heck those pennies got in my circuit breakers.